Tonight, we'll tell you about a brother's love and a heartfelt tribute to his late brother. Longtime Richland Library supporter Frank Baker recently donated $10,000 to the Friends and Foundation of Richland Library. The contribution was made in loving memory of John Baker, who passed away at the age of 69 on February 2nd, following complications from Parkinson's disease. Tonight, Frank tells us why he was so compelled to give, along with the Richland Library's Will Edwards. So thank you so much, Frank and Will. We appreciate you joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Hi,
Frank,
how
we're
y'all
going to start
doing?
with you. Tell us a little bit about your brother and talk about this heartfelt tribute.
John was passionate about a lot of things, mostly about children's literacy. And he took my niece, his daughter, to the library many, many times. And I think he got the bug. This is where we need to be. And I thought, what better way to remember my brother than to make a contribution to the library that has some big plans for some of our most needed students.
Yeah, just an incredible gift, very generous, and certainly will help the next generation continue to learn, because the library already is just a fantastic resource, really, for people who maybe haven't been to the main campus right here in Columbia. It really is incredible, all of the resources that are available at Richland Library.
Oh, it's amazing. Our library is top-notch. It offers so many services that people don't know about. The Friends and Foundation Board helps raise money to help support some of the services that the library provides, and the four focus areas are literacy, social services and inclusion, workforce development, and innovative programming. And this very generous donation from Frank is really going to help with that. It's going to provide jazz concerts and book giveaways for Title I students in Richland County, which helps with those focus areas, and it's just a wonderful tribute to his brother's legacy.
Yeah, boy, and when we talk about that legacy, being able to, pour into kids at such a young age, it really does make a difference when it comes to long-term literacy and a love of reading. It sounds like this money is going to really help along those lines.
I think my brother believed the way I do. If you are a parent or grandparent listening to this conversation, and your child is sitting in front of the television or a tablet or a video game screen, that's probably the worst thing for brain development. Here is the summertime. Here's a perfect time to introduce them to the library, to the children's section, to books, to literacy, to storytelling, and more.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. And those moments too are so great for connection as well. What would you tell, obviously we're talking about parents, grandparents, what would you tell to anybody who maybe hasn't been to the library in a while? What would you do to get them out there?
We have great offerings for people of all ages, but especially for young people and children. There's a fantastic children's area in the basement of the library. There's all sorts of activities and games, story time, and you can go in and spend the entire day there if you'd like. And they have resources for parents and grandparents to help their children with reading.
Yeah, and certainly just a ton of events going on. And if we could take a look at some of those events that we have coming up throughout the summer at the Richland Library. We have the Friends and Foundation events happening tomorrow, 12 p.m. at the Richland Library Operations Center. And of course, public summer book sales happening on July 19th. Great chance to grab a book, and what better time, when you think of beach books or just having any sort of downtime to grab a book and, make some memories. Listen, I appreciate you both for coming by.
Thank you so much for having us.
You
Thank
bet.
you.
God bless you, and God bless your brother.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for that gift. All right, we'll be right back with plenty more prime time after the break.